Again, and welcome back to our grant writing project for AIE's RLRP program. If you have completed the first section of your grant, which we talked about in the first video, then you have a good idea how you're going to need to measure your project. So now we're going to look at how to write our project goals. And basically for a small group project like this, we're going to write objectives. The goal is to read and feed. We know that. So the objectives are going to be very specific, and they're going to be written as SMART goals or SMART objectives. So in order to do that, I have to go back to my data, which now I've looked at it again, and I've decided, all right, I'm going to see if I can raise the number of children performing below basic up to basic or above. So basically what I want to do is increase the basic and above percentages at my school. So what I've done here is I've added the ones that are below. And you can see that I've got for third grade, 52% were below basic, 38 in fourth grade, 38% in fifth grade, and 53% in sixth grade. Now I can see my two, big problems are in third and sixth, but still these are not good either. So now I'm going to take that data and I'm going to look at writing my my goals for my project. So I know they need to be specific to this project, and I know they need to be specific to this data, and I need to define exactly how and who and what I'm going to measure. So this is the way that I decided to write them. It was the easiest way for this type of a project. The percentage of students in grade 3 scoring basic or above on iLeap will increase from 48%, which is where it is now, to 58% by the spring testing of 2017. So let's go back. What did I do? I took the number of kids, 48%, that are scoring basic and above. If you add these together, you should get 48%. And I said, okay, I think I can increase that by 10 percentage points. So I'm going to shoot for 58%. That'll get this below 50. So I'm going to shoot for 58%. So that's what I did. I decided that 10 percentage points was going to be my my data spread. So I did that for all of them. So then I put, so now look at this. This is specific. It's students in grade 3, basic or above, on what? iLeap, that's how it's going to be measured. What score are we going from and to, and what is the time involved by the spring testing of 2017, because that's the next time we're going to give the test. So that is why when we use state testing, we kind of have to use their dates. And since this is a make-believe project, I can easily do that. So I've done each grade level, and I've increased each one 10 percentage points. Fourth grade, it'll be from 62 to 72, which would be great. In fifth grade, it'll be from 62 to 72. And then in sixth grade, it would be from 47 to 57. And, if I was able to somehow do this, it would increase my school improvement scores, because the number of struggling kids would go up. So that would give me some bonus points. Plus, I'd probably get some other SPS points. Then my fifth and final objective is to get at least 250 of the 300 students eligible and enrolled for the free lunch program to attend the project 3 days a week from June 1st to July 15th for 2 hours a day, as measured by the attendance taken during the project. So you can see taking attendance is going to be important. Getting the kids there is going to be important. Having the teachers there to work will be important. The time frame that the project is going to run is about 6 weeks. So if I can get them there for 18 tutoring sessions for approximately, by the time we cut out lunch, it'll be about an hour and a half a day, that should help. That should help some kids big time who would ordinarily not be getting any reading help during the summer. So this is something that, I feel like would work. And all of these, let's go up and look at our rubric. Are they time bound? Yes, they are. They're time-bound by either the testing dates, the project dates. Are the goals identified? Yes. Are the needs? Yes. ELA and free lunch. Are they attainable? Well, I think 10% is attainable, although it's very rigorous. I'm 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 hoping that it is attainable. And then is it measurable? Yes, I can measure it. I can measure it simply by taking attendance, and I can measure it by looking at my LEAP scores and iLEAP scores. So, this is ambitious, but it's reasonable. I didn't want to set them too low because then it would look like, well, she's not really accomplishing very much with this money. Is it correlated to the identified needs of the students? Yes. These are students that are not achieving basic or above, and they are in need of free nutritious lunches during the summer. So that's my target audience, and my goals have specifically targeted those students, and I have given the boundaries for when they'll be the goals will be measured, and I have also put down the time frame for the attendance, the number of hours per day, and so on and so forth. So you can see it'll be very easy for the grant reader to say, okay, so at the end of this, I can find out from this person what these scores were and how many kids that she had in attendance that were in this 300 kids of eligible free and reduced kids. So that's the way that you make these align with this. You have to look at the same group, look at what they need and what you're going to do with them and how you are specifically going to measure. To just say I'm going to increase all of these by 50%, no, that doesn't make sense because I don't know how many I'm going to have in each group. I don't know exactly, and like I said, third grade and sixth grade were a lot lower. They may not go up that much. 10 percentage points is a pretty good guideline, and anything from really 10 to 15 is a good guideline. And this is only a 6-week project. But what I'm counting on is that, there's only about 3 weeks before school will start, and then we're going to pick back up. So I'm hoping that school was out for about a week, and then they're with me for about 6 weeks, and then they're back out for about 2 weeks. And maybe that will keep us from having a bunch of decline in our achievement levels. So that is how we will do the second section. And that's really all that you need to put there. And that concludes our video on the second part of the grant writing. Please stay tuned for part 3, where we will look at the project design.